Your business needs help. 56.1 million employees are employed by small businesses in the United States, and 99% of all U.S. establishments are small businesses under 250 employees. That means that your business should be listening to the only podcast dedicated to small business success. That's Growth Success Radio, growthsuccessradio.com. Welcome to this week's episode of Growth Success Radio. Welcome to Growth Success Radio, episode 31. I think that's Eugene's age, right? Episode 31. Yeah. We are live every Friday at 11 Eastern, although we've been late the last few weeks. Usually due to Eugene, but this week we blame Travis. And to listen to or watch past shows, let me change my picture before Eugene yells at me. To listen to or watch past shows, you can go to
there you go.
radio.com, where our past episodes are listed, and we are also on iTunes, Google Play, YouTube, and a few other places where you can find podcasts. So you can listen to us anytime, in the car, at home, while you're sleeping. Eugene really likes it when you listen to him while you're sleeping. Yes. And we don't have any T-shirts at the moment, but we will have T-shirts again to give away. With us this week is Travis Pittman, owner of the Salad Palace, which just opened a week ago. So, and Eugene broadcast live from there last week. So what's up, Travis? How you doing?
What's up, Sky? How you doing today? I'm great.
I like that scenery behind you. You got the best background of all of us.
Yeah, like that.
It's pretty good.
Nice. But I have a dollar on my wall.
It's pretty good.
Nice. Nice.
But we'll get to that in a moment. So this show is sponsored by Traeger Insurance and Scott Gombar Digital Marketing Agency. We are the co-hosts as well. So Eugene, tell us about Traeger Insurance.
Sure. We are an independent insurance agency based out of Meriden, Connecticut. And what independent means we're not tied to one specific company. So we take the client's information, go out, shop their insurance for them, and get them the most optimal coverage for the best possible price, whether that's for their home and auto or for their business.
And Scott Gombar Digital Marketing Agency is what we do is we can start you from scratch with a brand new website and market you all over the internet and drive traffic to your website and help you grow your business using all things digital, including podcasts. And we are again live every Friday, 11 a.m. And yes, so this is our second show on this platform. So as you can tell, there's a little bit of confusion getting going on the platform. But once we get started, it runs pretty smoothly, I would say. Eugene, any exciting updates in the insurance world?
Yes, actually, finally a pretty exciting update. So. Not sure if you guys know, but the flood insurance was ran basically by FEMA. So FEMA was the only one that was offering flood insurance. So you pretty much had a company just do the paperwork for you. So whether you got, Travelers, Liberty Mutual, or somebody like that, they just did the paperwork for you. However, there's a new law that's in the Senate. It got passed by the House, and it's about to get passed by the Senate, they think. That's going to open up flood insurance to the private market. So there should be more competition for flood insurance, which means lower rates and hopefully better service on flood insurance if it's required or if people wish to purchase that.
Nice. So you're gonna start offering more options for flood insurance in the near future?
Yes. Well, what I'm thinking,
I gotta take this in the back. I gotta take this in the back because
oh, the juicers and the mixers, yeah.
We're open.
Gotcha. All right, so while he's doing that, that's good news. Yeah, for me, so I had some minor updates, but then Facebook announced yesterday at VidCon that they were going to have two-person broadcasts on Facebook Live now. So we're only one person away, Eugene. And a few other things. So there'll be a green room for Facebook Live, and you can schedule shows now, and we're able to schedule. I don't know when that'll happen, but you'll be able to schedule shows. Right now, you can only a little bit.
Is that too loud? Can you hear that? All right. I'm gonna go outside.
So that's a good feature. You're able to schedule. We weren't able to schedule before. It was go live right then and there. So nice couple nice features. Now people are using OBS to actually do what we're doing and then stream it over to Facebook. So I'm trying to work that out so we can do that. Cover more.
Getting us on Facebook would be huge.
Yes. Yes, it would. Do another selfie, Eugene.
You want me to do another selfie?
Let's do another selfie. I'm going to do one. Selfies are enabled. The option to do. Oh, I have to be on the other screen.
Yeah. I'll send it
right now. There you go. Oh, nice. Nice. Eugene's a character. All right, with us today is Travis Pittman, owner of the Salad Palace. Salad Palace opened about a week ago, and it was a soft opening, so it wasn't heavily promoted. That's coming still, right, Travis?
Yes. We have ribbon cutting ceremony coming up probably within the next 2 weeks.
I've also seen some of my friends on Facebook
probably following that.
I try to tag you anytime I see it, Travis.
So I was there.
Thank
I know
you, Eugene. I appreciate that.
Traeger, pretty much all of Traeger was there, and Joe Perone was there last week. You may remember Joe Perone from episode 30. And I was there Tuesday. So, Travis, you told me that it's getting busier every day, which is awesome. I hope that trend continues. And I had some wheatgrass. Now, I know Eugene is scared to try the wheatgrass. He had some smoothie or something.
We're going to have to tie you up, Eugene. Put your hands behind your back and shove the wheatgrass down your throat.
Oh, my God.
So, anyway, soft opening about a week ago.
You've put the health on you.
Growing pretty quickly, which is a great thing. So why don't we start with you telling us about yourself and about the business?
Well, I know my name's Travis Pittman. I grew up in New Haven. I'm 41 years old. My birthday is 3/23/1975. The house that I was born in is 323 Munson Street. So I always try to make a connection with numbers. Growing up, I grew up in a single-parent home. My father fell victim to the street life. My mother, she worked all her life at the SNET, so she wasn't really there because she had to provide the food, clothing, and shelter. So I was basically raised by music and street influence. So on the musical side of things, I learned early that I was attracted to Eric B. and Rakim and the rapper Nas. And I learned a lot through their music as far as books and history. And on the negative side, I had the streets. So I was always kind of like grounded with a spiritual foundation. It's just, you got to go through certain things to find it. And then, I grew up. I've been incarcerated. I took my incarceration serious, though. I didn't go to jail and sit around and play games. I went to school. I got my GED. I took college courses. I did bookkeeping. I did keyboarding, so I can type without looking at my fingers. And I read a lot. I studied, a lot of self-help books, James Allen, Napoleon Hill, things that dealt with me and the way I thought. But young, growing up, I always felt like I was the weirdo of the crew. Like even now, I carry crystals around. None of my old friends do that.
And by
I'm juicing. They not into that.
By
stuff.
Juicing, you mean like fruit and vegetable juice.
So that
we're not the Barry Bonds juicing.
Fruit and vegetables, yes. No. No, not at all. Fruit and vegetables.
Now, what about the Salad Palace? Tell us about that. What kind of business is that? Awesome.
Salad Palace. We are a fruit and vegetable gourmet salad bar, juice bar. We have fruit and vegetable juices. We have freshly squeezed orange juice, freshly squeezed lemonade made with alkaline water. We have wheatgrass shots, like you said, Scott. We got some nice smoothies. And that's it for right now. We're going to eventually usher in some veggie burgers. And I don't mean the typical veggie burgers. These veggie burgers, you might not eat meat again. They're that good. And I started the Salad Palace. Initially, I came down with cancer in 2012. It's a rare form. It's called nasal carcinoma. It's 2,000 cases per year worldwide. So I was diagnosed with that in 2012, and they did a biopsy. I had a tumor right here in the right side of my nasal passage. They did a biopsy, and they sent it to the pathologist, and they couldn't tell what it was. They did 2 biopsies, couldn't tell what it was. And the 3rd time, they was like, listen, you're going to have to have a surgery, and we're going to have to remove the tumor. So they removed the tumor, they sent it out, and it came back malignant. So then they told me I had to have a 2nd surgery. So they brought in neurologists. I was at went to the ear, nose, and throat doctors in Rutgers. I had a great doctor, Dr. Eloy, and Dr. Lou. Dr. Lou was the neurologist. And they put me under anesthesia for 8.5 hours. I was under for 8.5 hours for the 2nd surgery. They said they had to cut a base of my skull to scrape out the cancer that was there. But right before the diagnosis, I had just got on the path for eating right, like eating better, being conscious about what I was doing to myself. So I think that when I came up out of the anesthesia, they asked me, do you know your name? Do you know who the president is? Do you know your date of birth? I had a slow reaction, but I knew all of it. And I think that the food helped me. So I always told myself that, I'm not going back to no more doctors unless it's for like a broken bone or stitches or something of that nature. But as far as anything else, I'm gonna stick to all natural ways of doing things. So in 2012, I was going through my radiation process. 2013, actually. I was going through my radiation process, and I was out of work. So I had a lot of time on my hands. So I was trying to figure out, what am I going to do with my life? What am I going to do? They hold over my head that I'm a convicted felon. So the jobs that were available would be me settling. And I felt that I was bigger than a lot of stuff to have to settle. And I'm not knocking nobody that do what they do. I'm just speaking for me. At 40 years old, I didn't want to be working in Burger King or McDonald's. I got 3 children. I didn't think that could support my children. So I was on Facebook one day, and my daughter's mother, Pakeisha Streeter, she said, no, she posted pictures of some salads she was servicing the neighborhood with. And a light bulb went on in my head, and I said, wow, that's brilliant. And I came up with the name just like that. I called her. I said, yo, you should call that the Salad Palace. And I gave her the name, gave it away. And then I'm back over here looking for what I'm going to do with my life after I just gave that away to her. And, you know, I tried a little different multi-level marketing agencies while I gave her the name. The name is still over there with her. And I went back probably 9 months to a year later, and she didn't do anything with the name. But by that time, I learned how to create an LLC. I learned how to get my tax ID number. So when I went back over there and I see she didn't do anything with it, I heard the voice again. The voice said, that was for you. And I said, wow. So I ran out. I got my LLC. I got the tax ID number. And then I still didn't do anything with it. So I'm still sitting on it. And my friend, I flagged her down. I was in front of the house one day. I flagged Tanisha Hill down. Like, what's up? Where you going? What you been up to? She said, I'm going to get this money. I'm like, what you talking about? And she popped the trunk and had about 60 fruit bowls in her trunk. And a voice said, that's the Salad Palace. I said, what's up? Let me get down with you on this. I said, I got a couple dollars in my pocket. I'll go buy the fruit. I'll cut up the fruit. You can bring them out to the different places and sell them. And from there, that's when I started pushing it. So we had the fruit bowls. Then I said, let me make a couple of salads. So I started studying different gourmet salads. And then I find out that there is no real way to make a salad. It's all to your liking, just like the juices. So I created a couple of salads, and it just bloomed. I started making deliveries, and I remember one of my goals was to sell 10 salads in one day. And I think my salads were $10 at the time. And I sold 13 salads that day. And I said, oh, shoot. Like, I could really do this. So from there, the idea was born. I didn't have a car, so I was using my mother's car to make my deliveries. And in the middle of it being like, you know, people calling me down to big offices, bring 5, 10, 15 salads, excuse me. Okay, so they was calling me, you know, 5, 6 salads here, 4 salads there, 3 salads there. And out of nowhere, my mother just said, you can't make no deliveries with my car. I was like, are you serious? So I had a big following on Facebook at the time, and it's like she just pulled the rug from under my feet. And I kind of like curled up. You know, the next day came, and I had clients call me for salads, and I couldn't get them to them. I was just so heartbroken. I shut my Facebook page down. I went into a little depression stage to where I was like, I got to figure this out. Like, I almost gave up. I almost gave up. I was hurt. You know, I was humiliated because all of the people seeing me on Facebook, they was all calling. And then she just pulled the car from me. So you know, I went back. I started coming back up out of it. I started training. I took up martial arts to occupy my time. And then, you know, I was with my, I have another daughter, a 2-year-old. I was with her mother, and we had a plan. The plan was, you know, we're going to get a location doing the Salad Palace. And then once we get that moving, we was going to do a location for her and her business. And as we was looking for locations, I actually looked at Marnie's location, Moon Rocks Gourmet Cookies. And out of nowhere, my daughter mother changed the plan and went and did her thing and got her location first. So I was spending money all over the place in different places instead of pursuing my dream. And she told me, this is what motivated me all over again. She said, I'm not helping you finance your dream. I said, I never asked you to finance my dream. Where do you get this from? And that's when I said, okay, I'm going to finance my own dream. And still, by reading all of these different self-help books, I hear multimillionaires say you have to start it. You never know where the help is going to come from. That's something you can't plan. But the universe is going to put the right people in your place to help you go forward. And I jumped out there. I started it. And now we're here. You know, I thank Amber Prophet for introducing me to Matt. And I thank Matt for introducing me to BNI. And from there, I just met some really great people. And I am so blessed. I'm thankful, grateful. I'm happy. I got some real people around me that understand my struggle. And that's how we came up with the Salad Palace. That's
so
how the Salad Palace was born.
That was his next question was going to be the story, but you just told it. So, Eugene, you're going to have to be quiet for a little while.
Yeah.
Well, I'll let you ask the next one. Go ahead, Eugene.
It's your dream, though, right? I mean, just not thought.
No, this is my dream. Like I know, you know, when I get people that inbox me and tell me, oh my God, my blood pressure is down because I took them shopping or took them to get a few things to assist it. Ain't nothing like that feeling. It's not like that feeling when I bag up 150 shots of wheatgrass and go down to the homeless shelter with Jesse J. Hop Hardy and donate and watch the people that don't know nothing about it take it in. And then I get to explain it to them. It's an amazing feeling. So I feel like I'm living out my purpose now
I think that's why we all got it.
It's to help people.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Definitely. So to be in BNI and they say givers gain.
So Travis, when you opened the doors last week, I'm sure you had some challenges just to get to that point. What were some of the biggest challenges you faced in opening up those doors?
Organization. That was real big. Just trying to put a system in place. I got some really great people around me. My friend Linda Barnes, she's always been there. Even when I was doing it out of the car, she would come by and buy me cutting boards, buy me little knives, towels. And she came in here and started putting labels on everything, lining everything up to where we're not fumbling over each other. So now everything is in position and it makes it so much easier. So I understand now that organization is a big part of it.
Very true. You need to be organized.
I don't think we heard that one before.
No.
Right? I don't think anybody's mentioned organization as a challenge. So
I should. I'll do a 360 of my office later. You'll see
it was
the organization.
big.
And then again, my kids came down here and destroyed it this morning. So
sure they did.
No, they did. I have proof. I have pictures of that too. So you have a vast knowledge of the health benefits of certain foods. We talk about this all the time. We're going to talk about some of those right now. So let's talk about the one I did on Tuesday, wheatgrass. So talk to us about wheatgrass. What are some of the benefits and
I first learned about wheatgrass in 2013 from a guy named Farbia. He was like 76 years old. He owned Natural Way Cafe in New Jersey. It was right next to Patterson. I forgot what part. And he was telling me a story about his wife and how she was diagnosed with cancer, and they told her she had 6 months to live. And when he was telling me this story, it was 9 years later. So right now, it would probably be about 14 years later. And I asked him, how did she come up out of it? He said, wheatgrass. And he said they started consuming it every day and they changed their diet. And it disappeared. So from there, I started looking up the benefits of wheatgrass, and I found that a 2-ounce shot was equivalent to 4 pounds of leafy green vegetables. They say it just do so much for you. It, alkalizes your colon, detoxifies, gives oxygen to your blood. It just said it's an overall immune system booster.
So Eugene, stop doing those shots in
that's where
the
I got
club at
started
night and
learning
go
about
to
wheatgrass.
Sal's house and do his shot instead.
I haven't been
Mhm.
years.
Get your, a lot of people say, how does it taste? Is it nasty? And I say, look, if you can stomach a shot of Patron, you can
Valid.
stomach a shot
Valid
of
point.
wheatgrass.
See, I don't mind.
They not
It's the dark
good about
ones
that when they go down.
Like the Jack Daniels and stuff like that.
Wheatgrass is kind of dark, so I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll try it soon.
Yeah, my guy Scott Doolittle, he's scared of it too. He calls it Martian juice.
Salt. I'll take a shot at wheatgrass.
You do it like any other shot. You just got to do it. You can't you can't sit at it. Just do it.
Thank you.
All right. So speaking about stuff people are scared of, I know Scott's scared of bees. So can you tell us a little bit about the health benefits of bee pollen?
Yeah, the bee pollen is just heavy in protein. Like I just learned about this too, and I said, look, we need this because people tend to think that if you don't eat meat, you're not getting your proper protein. And I found that bee pollen is packed with protein. So you don't have to, you can put it in smoothies, you can put it in oatmeal, cereal.
Is it actual?
Comes in little grain forms.
Yeah, we had an incident here on Wednesday night. Had a bunch of my son's friends over and family friends and stuff. My son got stung for the first time. And then a friend of his also got stung for the first time. They both got stung in the armpit. So I got to go and find this bee's nest that's apparently out there somewhere by my pool. But, I'm not afraid of bees, but my kids might be, or my son might be.
Harvest the bee pollen. I know a buyer.
All right. I'll see what I can do. He wants me to harvest it, and he's going to sell it to you.
Natural organic bee pollen right there.
Right.
Hey, let's do it.
Right here in Meriden, Connecticut.
Oh, that's quality stuff right there.
Another one that seems to be gaining some traction in the public eye and people are starting to talk about it more is I'm probably going to say it wrong, but spirulina. Spirulina.
You said, hold up, say that again though.
What's that about?
Spirulina. That's right.
Seaweed. Okay.
Spirulina is it's a seaweed. Yeah, it's a green algae or algae, however they pronounce it. I pronounce it algae, but I've heard it pronounced different ways, and it's another overall immune system booster. These things, it grows in the water. It comes from the water, and the spirulina and the chlorella, they're like cousins. But the chlorella removes heavy metal toxins from your body, and the spirulina doesn't. But they all, give you energy. It boosts up everything.
I have algae in my pool too, so I've got 2 covered so far. Nah, I have chlorine, but I'm going to see about switching to saltwater. Don't you got chlorine, or you got salt water? It seems like the saltwater pools are easier to take care of.
There we go.
Let's just get
I'm
the
gonna
algae
not around here. South of New Jersey.
You got everything right there, Scott. You ready to use the bees? You ready to use the algae from the pool?
I got all the health benefits, and yet I can't prove a cent of it. That's you. We switched names, remember?
I know.
All right.
To be done. So here's another one that I've heard of it, but I don't know anything about it. I think it's fairly new. It's become popular recently. Moringa. What's that one about?
Moringa. I learned about moringa probably 2 years ago. Moringa oleifera. and it's a land plant. They say it's the most powerful plant on land. You can Google it up. But moringa is power packed too. They say that it has 28 times more iron than spinach, 6 times more potassium than bananas, 4 times more vitamin A than carrots, 4 times more vitamin D than milk. It's just, you see that? It's like all of these things are like multivitamins, but they're all natural. It's stuff that, and you can't overdose on this stuff. You can take it and all you're going to do is just get better health. Like with the moringa pills, I would take 2 of those in the morning. The spirulina, I'd take 6 of them.
Now, the moringa, that's a tree, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a land plant. It grows in Africa and
So I met
I forgot what part of Africa, but Africa
guy that runs
and
an
Asia.
orphanage in Haiti, and they're trying to grow them down there because because of that reason, because they're so much healthier and they have so many more benefits than any other fruit or vegetable that is available down there. So it's interesting. So they're growing them on the orphanage,
Yes.
so they're going to be self-sufficient, and they're gonna have the health benefits of moringa. It's awesome. Definitely. I have not tried. I've been taking spirulina, but I have not done moringa yet.
That's a great thing.
How
do you feel?
Good. The wheatgrass, I'll tell you, it shocks your system. Let's just say that a little bit. So get ready, Eugene. Make sure you go straight back to the office. Huh?
Because
of course, because we put so much junk in them.
Our bodies are toxic.
So the good thing is now you don't have to go to McDonald's. And by the way, McDonald's, speaking of which, is selling off all of their Asian restaurants.
They're in trouble.
They're in big trouble. And they've come out and said, because they offer salads and they offer wraps and stuff that are supposedly healthy, but they're really not. So they've come out and said now, we are not a healthy alternative. You're not going to eat healthy here. Essentially is what they're saying. Yeah, they're in trouble.
They're in big trouble. They're and
it's crazy.
And you've got all of these, and I love burgers. Sorry, I know it's kind of
So I got to get you one of these veggie burgers.
Now
so
you got
could,
Five Guys all over the place. Now they're opening up smash burgers around. So they're going to get buried because, and it used to be McDonald's was cheaper. It's not cheaper anymore.
No, it's not.
It's expensive.
It is.
So stay away from McDonald's, everybody. You heard it here first. Well, probably not first, but you heard it here. So this is kind of a happy, feely, touchy kind of thing here. Travis, how do you feel that you finally realized the first part of your dream? Because I know your dream is bigger than this, but the first part of your dream and opened up the Salad Palace.
Hold up.
How do you feel that you finally realized the first part of your dream?
Say that again now.
Because I know that your dream is bigger than this, but that you finally realized the first part of the dream and opened up the first Salad Palace.
I think I haven't. I've been working so much I haven't really processed it. One of my employees the other day said she took a shot of wheatgrass and posted it on her Snapchat and said, "My boss just told me to drink this." And when she said that, I'm looking at it like I'm so much of a team player. She called me her boss, and it just, it was like, wow. So I'm still processing it. I'm in it right now. Like I came in last night after everybody cleaned up and shut it down, and I looked and I said, wow, this was inside of me. I brought it out. I brought it out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I'm still tripping. I wish my family would come by, but hey, I'm still here to do this. It's just an amazing feeling. Like I keep seeing, I look at Tariq Fareed a lot. Like he started Edible Arrangements. He's from East Haven, Connecticut. He started in 1999, and I looked at his numbers probably about a month ago. Over 1,200 locations worldwide, $500 million annually, and I'm just like, wow.
You could.
Like I can do the same thing with the Salad Palace. Healthy alternatives. I mean, I look when I was traveling.
I got a lot.
Use them.
At home.
Run to the bank or something.
I gotta give them about. You got $1?
Give them change.
Can I have one?
I see a lot of the Salad Palaces. I see them everywhere. When I was out, when I was going through my radiation process, there was nowhere to eat to support me wanting to be healthier while I was going through this cancer situation. Popeyes, KFC, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Taco Bell, pizza, Chinese food. Just, even the soul food. It's just junk everywhere. And I'm saying, like, I understand the balance. So if you do eat meat, you do eat these things, you can treat yourself. But what about the other side? What about the tune-up? What about the oil change?
Yeah.
For the body. I grew up to where, my family started looking at me like I was crazy. Thanksgiving, I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't touch it. I have to have special food. Now my daughter is about to be 2 years old. She's a vegan baby. So now it's hard. It's harder for me because she can't just go with anybody. Because people will do it innocently. They'll offer her, hey, little baby, you want a piece of pizza? It's just plain cheese pizza, but she don't eat the cheese. It's going to mess her stomach up. I witnessed that at, I think it was Applebee's. One of them, they had broccoli and cheddar biscuits. And the cheddar cheese had her just going, and I felt so bad for her stomach because I felt it before. So I just, it's hard. You got to watch everything with her. She knows the chicken, but it's vegan chicken. So she'll probably, and then she's a baby, so she'll take it from you. And if you don't know no better, one of her little cousins, they might have a chicken leg or something. Hey, you want to bite, mama?
Yeah.
So that's been
Travis, what do you see the future of Salad Palace? Do you envision multiple locations, or what's kind of your big picture goal with the Salad Palace?
I see multiple locations. I see food trucks, Salad Palace food trucks. I see the Salad Palace kiosks inside the airports. I see them inside the bus stations. I see it becoming a household name like a McDonald's.
We're with you.
Well, yeah.
The airport's a big thing because when we came back from Haiti, everybody told me when I go to Haiti, I'm going to have stomach issues the first few days because I'm not used to the food there. But I didn't have any problem. My wife's been cooking me Haitian food for years. So, but, the thing with Haitian food is it's organic. It's grown there. It's cooked there. It's whatever, They don't have fast food restaurants down there. They don't have any restaurants really, except for Haitian restaurants. And no problems for the 2 weeks. The day I came back, we had a connecting flight in Atlanta. Was starving. We looked for a place to eat. Saw Chick-fil-A. That did me in. The Chick-fil-A did me in. We were bashing some large heavyweight names on this podcast teaching. We're not going to be well liked when we're done.
No, that's okay. If we get, that's good.
Too far.
Do you want me to get rice now?
No, I'll get it. It'll be over. I'll get it. Go get the change at the bank.
How much change do you want me to take?
Take a $20 bill.
No problem. You got a business to run, right?
Nope.
So
Sorry about
Travis,
that, guys.
You got 30 seconds to tell us.
Yes, sir.
This is your 30-second commercial right here. I'll give you 60 if you want. Why should people visit the Salad Palace?
People should visit the Salad Palace because we take great pride in our customer service, the quality, and if you're on a run and you need a fresh salad or a juice or a multivitamin, that's why people should stop into the Salad Palace, feel the atmosphere, get to know me, get to know why I started the Salad Palace. I love people. I love people when they even thinking healthy. I love people when they're not thinking healthy, so I can help them to think healthy.
I saw you
That's
on
why
Tuesday. You were talking to everybody that came in.
We're fairly new.
So it seemed like you knew some of them too. Like maybe they've been hanging around waiting for you to open. Nice.
Yeah, some of them were customers when I was doing drop-off deliveries.
I even watched him chase somebody down the street just to get their opinion of the salad after she ate it. I saw that. And then she came back and signed up for the loyalty program.
Nice.
All right, so, Travis, we have this little thing called the fire round. I may have warned you about this, but I'm not really sure. It's not really too crazy, but just real quick questions to see how you respond. You don't have to worry, you're already hired, so just want to see how you do with these questions. So, Eugene, fire away.
All right, Travis, spinach or kale?
I don't know why.
Kale.
Why?
Why kale?
Huh? Why? Oh, because kale on the top of the list. Kale is packed with more vitamins than the spinach. Kale is at the top of the list. Then it would be
collard greens.
Collard greens. Then
kale's
it would be
a little harder to eat though. Yeah. Oh, I know. My wife makes it. I won't do it. My wife makes it.
You gotta just
but I can eat spinach raw. I can't eat kale raw. Chicken or turkey?
Neither for me. But
Why?
if I had to do one or the other, I would do chicken.
Okay.
I don't know. To me, I just like the chicken better. I like boneless chicken better than turkey.
So favorite motivational business book or business book? Or business book?
Motivational book. Wow.
You could do two, one of each.
How many do I get? Just one? All right, so I would say Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill.
It's your show.
It's three, Eugene, it's three. Think and Grow Rich, As a Man Thinketh by James Allen, and Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. Them books right there keep me solid. They keep me solid. These are the books that I can read over and over and over again and still find something new. But I've read a lot of great books, and Joe Perone plugged me in with a lot of different great books as well.
So I'll have to check them out.
Outwitting the Devil is so powerful.
All right, last one. Favorite quote.
It's so powerful.
I think that's your quote.
Yeah.
Make your health and wellness a priority.
If you have to pick a favorite, it may as well be you, right?
It's not the sign. You can't hate on him for that.
So when you write that book, that's got to be your favorite book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Travis. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for taking the time. I know you're very busy over there since you've opened, so we appreciate you coming on. How can people find you, get a hold of you if they want to talk more about the Salad Palace, or if they want to come and visit, or they want to order a salad? Excuse me.
All right, we're located on 23 Putnam Avenue, Hamden, Connecticut, 06517. Our phone number is 203-745-4961. 4961. You can find me on Facebook. Travis Links, Linx, Pittman, Pittman. You can email me at healthyliving@thesaladpalace.com. You can hit us up on Google. Type in the Salad Palace. We're there.
That's probably the most thorough answer to how do people get a hold of you we've ever had. Usually people just put email and phone number.
Yeah, you give us everything.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook.
I've seen it for sure. Eugene ignores Facebook. He doesn't believe in it.
What?
Eugene doesn't believe in the power of Facebook. I don't know.
I tag Travis, and anytime one of my friends goes there.
Eugene, who do we have coming on next week?
I have to get the full name. We just heard that he's going to go on, but it's the chiropractor from Milford BNI. So I don't know if you know the name off the top, but it's going to be him.
While we're here, we got a couple minutes. Let me look it up. We're going to have a chiropractor on. Eugene
fits with the health and wellness.
Hey, speaking of which, I noticed, I don't know if Eugene noticed, I noticed that
health and wellness, baby.
I've talked to you a couple times about a physical therapist / personal trainer, about you guys connecting, and I talked to him too. But he's been in your store, and you guys know each other.
Yeah, they connected.
Yeah, Abdul. Yeah.
Abdul, man. Oh, my goodness. Yo, that brother right there. Oh, man. I got a lot of love for Abdul, man. He's just he's a great spirit.
Very unique, but in a good way.
He's a great spirit.
Yeah.
Oh, man. He's a great guy, man. Me and him chop it up big time. We sat here and went for about a good 35 minutes.
He's a previous guest as well.
Just going back and forth, just building.
He also visited our BNI.
That's right. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So if you want to...
Oh, you did? Okay. I missed BNI Wednesday. I had the electrician come. I had to be here to let him in. That bothered me.
A lot of us visit your store, so you still get your weekly BNI fix.
You missed it too. There apparently is a bug going around at Traeger Insurance. I don't know what's going on.
Yes.
Dean wasn't there, and Josh wasn't there. Quite a few people were out this week. I don't know what's going on.
Happens. Sometimes happens. Yeah. I guess we all need to visit Travis' store more, get some vitamins.
That's right. Drink that wheatgrass, Eugene.
Please. Please. I take you shopping. Right. I take you shopping and get you all of the stuff so you can have it in your house and take it every day. But you still can come and get juices and stuff when you don't have time. But the stuff you can do on your own, like pop a few spirulina pills and moringa pills.
So the chiropractor's name is Jeff Arnell. He owns Arnell Family Chiropractic. That'll be next Friday, 11 a.m. That'll be our Independence Day episode. Oh, that movie comes out today too, by the way. And we even got the next Friday lined up, the following Friday, but we'll get into that later. So Jeff Arnell Family Chiropractic next week, and we will talk to you then. Again, right. Travis, thank you for coming on. Thank you for taking the time.
Of course, have a good weekend.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.